Khosrow Ghulam Ali, Deputy Minister for International and Legal Affairs of the Islamic Republic at the Munich Conference on Security Policy said, "Islam's prime objective is to strike a balance between Islamic tenets and democratic mechanisms. The extremists have manipulated, misconstrued, and tried to hijack Muslim tenets. What Mr. Ghulam Ali said in the conference is misleading and untrue. What Mr. Ghulam Ali did not talk about was the achievements of the Islamic Republic for the past 27 years as a model country for the Muslim world. He did not mention about the Islamic executions, floggings, stoning, and amputations of limbs in public since this peaceful religion invaded Iran. He did not speak about the promotion of international and domestic terrorism through Islamic Jihad, the creation of the Hezbollah who have conducted many terrorist attacks against innocent people, and the promotion of Islamic fundamentalism. He did not say this moderate religion has oppressed the religious minorities in Iran and made them to flee their country. He did not mention how savagely the Islamists in Iran have raped innocent girls before executing them because Islam forbids executing virgins, so raping them was very Islamic. Yes, Islam is very democratic, but only for the Islamic terrorists." Javed Amir, in his article, "Views of a Muslim American," wrote, "It must be understood that it is a mistake to imagine that Islam is an inherently violent and fanatical faith. Islam is a universal religion and there is nothing extremist, monolithic and anti-Western about it. Doctrinally, Islam is as blameless as other of the great universal religions. But, Mr. Amir, Islam is an inherently violent and fanatical faith. It is all written in the holy book of Quran. So, please stop lying to the population and face the facts. The problem with Islam lies not only in the holy book, but it lies in the life of the Prophet himself. Muslims incessantly proclaim that the mainstream schools of thought misinterpret the holy book of Quran, yet they fail to recognize that the Prophet of Allah lived such an unholy life himself, and it is due to his narcissistic life and personality that his followers savagely follow his behavior. It is due to Muhammad's way of life that Muslims act barbaric and run amok and burn cars and embassies each time someone draws a picture of the Holy Prophet. Behaviorally, the Prophet of Allah hallmarks a cult. In other words, we cannot compare Islam to other religions because due to the Prophet's narcissistic manners, Islam falls in the category of a cult, not a religion. Yes, Islam is a cult founded by an Arab man from Mecca in Arabia, by the name of Mohammed, who lived from 570–632 AD. A huge problem is that cults are incredibly difficult to dismantle intellectually. The brainwashing is grandiose. Indeed, the Prophet of Islam's deeds and words, Islamic law and its interpretation, has always been totally intolerant, and the Prophet practiced an unholy life. According to Muslims, the Prophet of Islam was Khatamun Nabiyyin, the last prophet, and Allah will no longer send prophets. Well, if God chose a man like Muhammad who butchered, raped, terrorized, massacred, and killed so many innocent people with the sword of Islam as his messenger, then we are dealing with a terrorist God at the top. Until we come to terms with these issues and end what is a contagious disease, many innocent people will continue to die. The very survival of the civilized world is dependent upon our understanding that Islam is mankind's greatest enemy.